Hi everyone. In this video, we're going to study a concept known as composition of functions. Composition of functions. It's a very important concept that we need to understand. So say, for example, if I write this notation here, remember that x is the input and f of x is the output. So in other words, when we write this, if I were to write this in words, this means f of x. So what that means is this function is composed of, means made up of, an input of x and an output of f of x. However, you might be thinking that, is x the only input? Well, no. Sometimes, instead of just an x, we can put another function inside of that. So say, for example, I write f, right? And instead of x, I put g of x. So this is a totally different input. Whereas previously, the input was x, now the input is g of x. And in other words, this function is, the function f is composed of another function, which is g of x. And so the way we would write it is the following. We would say this is f of g of x. And another thing to note is, what does the notation look like? So say, for example, if I write f of g of x like this, this is also equivalent to saying f of g x. This little open circle means of. So if I write f o, like this little circle, g of x, it just means that inside f, we no longer will have x, but we will have g of x, as we can see over here. In the next video, I will show you an example of this.